Hi, this is Rahul from BI Training Hub. In this video, we'll see what all different map options we have in Tableau. So in Tableau, we have two types of maps. One is symbol map, second is filled map. Now let's understand how to create this symbol map and filled map in Tableau. So let's open Tableau Desktop. I'm using Tableau Desktop 2020.1 version. Let's connect to the Excel file. So we'll go to this connect section, click on Microsoft Excel, and let's connect to the sample superstore file. If you have installed Tableau Desktop in your system, you will see this sample superstore file in my documents, my Tableau repository, data sources folder. Let's connect to that Excel file. Once we connect to the Excel file, we have three tabs in that Excel: orders, people, and returns. You can drag this orders tab and place it in this canvas. Now let's go to first worksheet. When we go to show me section, in second row, first column, you will see symbol map, and in second row, second column, there is a filled map. If you hover on this symbol map or filled map, it says we need at least one geographic location, 0 or more dimensions, and 0 or 1 major. To create this map in Tableau, we need at least one geographic location. So if you go to dimension section, you will see this city, country, postal code, and state column inside the dimension section, where we have data type as globe icon. This globe icon represents this is the geographic location. Let's say your one of the column is having data for either country, state, city, or postal code, but it is not showing it as that globe icon, or it is not identifying that column as a geographic location. So if you want to change its type, you can click on this icon. You can click on the any icon next to the column name, and there is option of geographic role. You can go to this geographic role and you can assign which geographic role you have for that particular column. So right now we have the city, state, country, and postal code, 4 geographic locations. Now let's create, first we'll see what is the symbol map. So let's create a symbol map with state column. You can drag the state column and place it in rows. Once we drag state column, our data is from United States. So it is showing 49 states from United States. Now if you look at the show me section, you'll see this symbol map and filled map, they are enabled now. So if you click on this symbol map, it will convert your graph into a map, but then it is not showing any view here. So if you look at the right bottom corner, you will see 49 unknown message. So we'll see why this 49 unknown is coming here. Let's click on this 49 unknown, and there are 3 options. It is saying there are 49 values that have unknown geographic locations. So what do you want to do? Do you want to edit the location? Let's see what these 49 unknown values are. So I'll go to this edit locations, and it will open this window. With this edit location, if you see the first value, it is showing country or region, it is fixed to India. It is picking the IP address, and based on the IP address, it is fixing that country to India. And we are trying to find all the states from United States area in India country. That's why all the names are unrecognized. So we'll go to its drop down, and this fixed country to India will change it to United States. Once you change it to United States, now you'll not find any name which is unrecognized. We can click on OK, and we'll get this view. So the symbol map will put one symbol on top of each location. If you look at the row and column of this graph, we have latitude generated and longitude generated. These 2 columns are automatically added in Tableau. They're not coming from your data. So these are the mapping columns which will tell what is the latitude and longitude for your geographic location. So right now we have dragged state column. So for each state, now we're getting one symbol on each geographic location. So that is a symbol map. Then what is a filled map? So we'll go to the show me section, and in second row, second column, we have filled map. So if we click on this filled map, it will fill that particular area. So this is our filled map. With the filled map, we are not getting any insights. It is just highlighting the states. So if you want to find insights in this view, we can drag sales column on, let's say, color. So it will color all the states based on the sales value which we are getting from that state. And if there is any state which is having more sales value, we'll have darker color. Any state with less sales value will have lighter color. So we'll go to this color option. Let's click on border. I'll put a white color border. So it will have white color border in between all the states. The opacity of this graph is 80%. I'll change it to 100%. So we'll have darker color on the map. Click outside and this will be our filled map. Now let's put labels. We want to put label on state and sales. I'll press Ctrl and will drag this state inside label. If you do not press Ctrl, the state will be removed from detail and then it will be placed on label. If you want to duplicate any of the column, you need to press Ctrl. So let's press Ctrl and drag sales on label. Now we are getting labels on each state. It is showing state value and sum of sales. But as we are showing the sales value on state level, all the numbers are in thousands. So instead of showing complete number, we'll change the display format of number to 1000. So let's go to the sum of sales which is placed on label, right click on it and let's go to format. Once we click on format, it will take us to this default section. In that we have numbers. We'll go to this numbers and we'll change it to number custom. Once we change it to number custom, we'll have display units. So let's change that display unit to 1000. You can decide how many decimal places you want. I'll just put one decimal place. Then if you want any prefix or suffix, you can add that prefix and suffix here. If you want to include 1000 separator, you can select this checkbox. If you don't want to include, just remove that checkbox. Click outside, remove this format window, and this will be our filled map. So let's name this worksheet as filled map. Now with this filled map, we can visually compare who is contributing more value versus who is contributing less value. Let's go to new worksheet. In the new worksheet, we want to change something in the current worksheet. So I'll just duplicate this graph. Right click on this filled map tab and there is option of duplicate. Click on duplicate. We'll have second worksheet with this filled map 2, which is having the same graph like your filled map 1. Right now, this filled map is colored by sales. What if we want to color it by region? So all the states from one region will have one color. So we have region column in dimensions. Let's drag this region column and put it on color. All the states from one region will have one color. So you can click on this central region. It will highlight all the states from central region, from east region, south region and west region. So we can color this graph by other geographic locations also. So this is another filled map which is colored by region. Let's go to next worksheet. Now we will create a symbol map in Tableau. To create a symbol map, we need one geographic location. So here I'll drag postal code and we'll place it in row. And we are having list of all the postal codes. So let's go to show me section and click on symbol map. So once you click on this symbol map, we'll have one circle for each location. So you can hover on any point and it will tell you what that postal code is. So there is one unknown value here. Let's click on this one unknown and we have edit locations option. Let's click on edit locations and there is one null value. If you know what that value is, if you want to define a specific postal code here, you can double click on this unrecognized and you can either define the latitude, longitude, or you can select which postal code it is. So right now it is null value. We don't want to change anything there. Let's cancel it. Again, go to this one unknown. There are two more options to remove this unknown. One is filter data. With this filter data, it will put a filter on top of that postal code and will apply a filter on latitude and longitude. And third option is show data at default position, where you can show this data at 0 latitude, 0 longitude when it is a null value. I'll just filter this data out. Once we filter the data, there is no one unknown message here. And if you look at the filter section, we have latitude and longitude generated in filters. So we have removed that null value by putting a filter on latitude and longitude. But in this view, it is having one circle on top of each location. It is not showing any insights. So let's find some insights in the data. We'll drag sales column and put it on size. Once we drag sales on size, the size of circle will change based on the sales value we are getting from that postal code. The overall size of circle is very small, so I'll go to the size and we'll increase the overall size of circle. And we are getting circles on top of each postal code. If we are getting more sales from any of the postal code, it will have bigger circle. If you have less sales value from any of the postal code, it will have smaller circle. But as there are a lot of circles which are overlapping and they have same color, we are not able to see these multiple circles. So let's change its color based on sales value. Drag sales column and put it on color. Now if we are having more sales from any postal code, it will have darker color. If we have any postal code with less sales value, will have lighter color. But as they are overlapping, and if we have given sales in size and in color, we have few postal codes where the overall sales value is very less. In that case, these circles are not visible on the view. To highlight all those circles with less sales value, we'll go to color, we'll go to border, and let's put gray color border. By putting gray color border, all the circles will be highlighted on the map. So this is our symbol map where we are getting postal code wide sales value. Let's name this as symbol map. With the symbol map, can we find out where is 90004 postal code? So if you start hovering on the numbers, it will be difficult to find where is 90004 postal code. But when you hover on any map, on top you will see a search button. If you go to this search button, you can search for any country, any state, any city, any postal code, and it will show the data for that particular postal code. So if I search 90004, it is in Los Angeles, California. Select it and the graph will zoom in to show 9004 postal code. Now if you want to zoom out and if you want to go back to the default view, you can click on this pin which is for reset map, click on it and it will take you to the default view. So we have a few more controls here. We'll go through them one by one. So this first plus sign is for zoom in. You can click on this plus sign, it will zoom in by one layer at a time. You can click on minus sign and it will zoom out by one layer at a time. This third pin is reset map, which will take us to the default view. This fourth option is having 5 sub options in it. So let's see what these options are. The first one is zoom area. So if I select zoom area, there are a lot of concentric circles on east coast. I want to zoom into this specific area. You select that area and the graph will zoom in there. If I want to zoom into this specific area, select that area and the graph will zoom into that specific area. So that is zoom area, which is first option. Second option is span. The span is used when you want to move your graph anywhere. So select that span and you'll be able to navigate on your map. Let's take it to the default view. Then third option is rectangular selection. With this rectangular selection, you can select multiple values in rectangular shape. So this will be useful when you have some actions placed on this view and you want to select the data or filter the data based on your selection. So this is rectangular selection. Fourth is radial selection. With this radial selection, you can consider any point as center and you can plot a circle around it to select all the points which are falling within that radius. So this is your radial selection. And last option is lasso selection. So lasso is random. You can select in any random shape. So these are the different options which you can use to select multiple values on any of the map. Now let's go to next worksheet. If you want to create a symbol map, there is another way to create a symbol map. You just need to go to the geographic location from dimension, double click on it, and it will create a symbol map. You don't have to drag anything anywhere, just double click on any geographic location and it will create a symbol map. Once you create this symbol map, starting from 2019.2 version of Tableau, Tableau has this Mapbox integration directly inside the map. If you look at the left bottom corner on the graph, it shows 2020 Mapbox. So this Mapbox is one of the sites which will help you to create custom maps which you can integrate with Tableau. Starting from 2019.2 version of Tableau, we directly have Mapbox integration. So in earlier versions, we have to go to mapbox.com, create your account, create whatever custom maps you want, or we have few default maps there. You can just call them inside Tableau by creating one account there. You need one public access token key which you can integrate in Tableau. Starting from 2019.2 version, we don't have to do that process. We just need to go to this map tab. In map tab, we have map layers. So let's go to map layers. In map layer, we have style. So if you go to this drop down, you will see the streets, outdoor and satellite. In previous version, we just have light, normal and dark. After 2019.2, we have streets, outdoor and satellite. So if I select satellite view here, we'll get the satellite view on this map. And this is not just the background location. I can actually go and search on any location. Let's search for 90004, hit enter, and we'll get actual satellite view. You can further zoom in and you can see this data with the satellite view. So the satellite view will help us to get more details using this satellite view. And as this map is available for all the locations across the globe, I can actually search for any location. So I'll just search for India and we'll get the view with India. I can search for any location. Let's say I'll search for any specific location in India and we'll get the satellite view of it. So this is how you can have satellite view using Mapbox integration. If you want to change this view from satellite view to, let's say, straits view, you can just go to the style and change it to straits view. Your current view will be replaced by straits view. You can just go to the default location and this will be your straits view. So that's how you can integrate Mapbox with Tableau, and you can have additional background layer added. I'll name this as Mapbox integration. Okay, in symbol map, we talked about these 5 sub options. So I'll go to this zoom area. I can see there are a lot of concentric circles on east coast. I'll just zoom into these concentric circles. And I see there is 1.10035 which is having 77,000 sales, and 10024 is 78,000 sales. Now I want to understand all the points which are within a specific radius around this particular point. So I'll go to this more options and there is option of radial selection. We'll select this radial selection. Now you can consider this point as center and you can start plotting a circle. It will show you the radius. So these are all the points which are within 10 kilometer radius. If you want to change that radius from kilometer to miles, you can go to this map. You can go to map options, and here in units you will see automatic, metric and US. I'll change it to US to change it to miles. Now you can consider this point as center and you can start plotting this circle. You will get the radius in miles. You can further zoom out by, let's say, 2 layers and start plotting this circle. We'll have this radian in miles. But then if you further zoom out, if you zoom out again, it will not show the radius. To get that radius, you have to zoom into the postal code level data, and then only you will get this radius. This is how you can capture all the points which are within specific radius, and you can have analysis on top of it. These are the different variations in maps. You can have filled map, you can have filled map colored with other geographic locations, we have symbol map, and then we have Mapbox integration, where you can go to map tab, you can go to map layers, and you can change it to either straits view, outdoor or satellite view. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for more videos.